Hi, Jana. At both the press conference and sit-down interview, the phrase full circle moment came up a lot. For Lindsay Whalen, it's as full circle as it gets. Here's how we got here.
There's no place like home, and no one knows that better than Lindsay Whalen. Whalen is back with the Lynx, this time as an assistant coach.
So excited, very excited for the opportunity. I'm just excited to get started, and I guess that's the last time I'll say excited, because I've said it 10 times now in that answer. So other than the fact that I'm thrilled to be here, and ecstatic, really. So.
As a player, the Hutchinson native for college stayed home, leading the Gophers to a Final Four, their only in program history. Her journey into the WNBA took her away from Minnesota, playing for the Connecticut Sun. But there's no place like home. Whalen became a legend with the Lynx, leading the team to 4 WNBA championships from 2011 to 2017. Her retirement, an end of an era.
How lucky to be here at this time. And Lindsay talked about the trade for her, which was an absolute no-brainer, right? Just how well it worked out. I know she says she feels lucky about how things, but I mean, for me, it's once in a lifetime.
Whalen's Minnesota roots grew deeper, taking over in 2018 as head coach for her alma mater at the U. But 5 years later, Whalen was forced to resign.
I was ready to take a break. Yeah, I was ready to take a break. It was probably time for me. It's best for me and my family and those around me to kind of just take a little break. And now it just felt like I said, when the opportunity presented itself, talking with Coach, it felt right.
It felt right to return to the team she helped catapult.
I mean, obviously, Way is, a legend for this franchise, and what she brings to the table. I think what I'm really excited about for Lindsay is that timing is everything, and our time to be together as a coach and be on the same staff is now.
She's changed, and I've changed, but I think that still you have that backbone, you have that relationship from when I played. You still have all those years of how things work and what worked and things. So you have that, but yet there's new stuff, there's new technology, there's new perspectives.
Coach Reeve isn't the only familiar face. There's the team's new associate head coach, Eric Thibault, whose dad coached Whalen in Connecticut. And Lynx assistant Rebecca Brunson, her former teammate.
I do feel like this is always somewhere that you can come and feel comfortable and be yourself.
More reminders that there's no place like home.
When I was growing up, we didn't have the Minnesota Lynx here. There wasn't a WNBA. And so now, like I said, the only thing I've ever worked in is basketball. And so I'm extremely lucky, and I won't take that for granted. And I'll work extremely hard to put my best foot forward and to do my very best for the players and for Coach.
Happy to have you back.
One thing that also came up a lot from Whalen is how excited she is to be joining the staff during this time with this team. I know a lot of fans remember Whalen sitting on the sidelines last season cheering the Lynx on. Obviously, that was a very exciting season.
I don't know that she was sitting.
Yeah, true.
There were points in that playoff run where Lindsay was telling the players what to do. It's like, might as well hire her.
I know, good point.